Brian, Blair, you had a question?
No, I wanted to tell you guys a story you might not know about Owen. I don't know if you guys know this story or not, but when Owen first came into WWF, Brett and I were very close. Actually, he's one of my favorite opponents of all time, him and Mr. Wonderful, I would say. All over for my two favorite guys to work with, ever. And Brett says to me, you know, Brian, there's, you know, all the stuff that goes on here, and would you mind spending at least a couple of weeks with Owen and make sure he understands everything and kind of teach him the ropes? And I said, sure, I'd love to. So Owen and I meet. Very wonderful young man. Just, he seemed like just American apple pie. I know he's Canadian, but you know, just apple pie and Chevrolet, as we say. And we get the booking sheets, and back then you could have run 5 towns if you had enough talent and resources. But since we were running 2 and 3 towns a night, Brett and I were usually separated, so Brett couldn't be with Owen. That's why he wanted me to be with Owen. So we get the booking sheet. I'll make this kind of shorten it up a little bit. Owen and I are in the car together. We were staying in the hotels together, splitting rooms, teaching a lot of, he already knew most of the stuff, but saving here money and all that kind of, trying to give him the dad, big brother kind of speech, and all of a sudden he said, Brian, we're going to Chico, California. And I said, okay. He said, no, Chico State. I said, okay. He said, Chico State was rated #1 party, Chico State University was rated the #1 party place in the United States of America. And I said, okay, that sounds pretty interesting. I'm listening to it. And he said, Dad, they get this place called Madison Bear Garden, and I've always wanted to go there. And I said, okay. He said, yeah, it's right on campus. So now he's telling me all this stuff. I'm saying, well, this is a little innocent Owen wants to do it. So we go to Madison Bear Garden, our beer garden, Madison Beer Garden, and on Chico State University, and you have to buy beer bucks. And I still have several of them left over. But if you would have saw your brother, had like these mats. You go and sit on these mats, and there's like a lot of girls there. And Owen wasn't the most innocent guy in the world. And he just really surprised me, and we spent a lot of beer bucks and had a great time, but I'll leave it like that. But I just want to say that it was such an honor and a privilege to just be with Owen for like a month straight, town after town after town, and just kind of watch him blossom from there, and know that he had that spunk in him, but he had that intelligence and that innocence, and he could be anything that he wanted to be already at that young age. And the Madison Bear Garden experience is something I will never forget in my life.